sick, I have no disease. On that Last Supper painting, those individuals are not the apostles of the gospel. The individual portraying Christ is not Christ himself, it's a woman by the name of Julia Farnese with the G. On her right-hand side, which would be to the left when you're looking at the painting, is not the Apostle St. John. It's her adolescent daughter, Laura Farnese, who was the illegitimate child of Pope Alexander VI.
Hey yo, you are all welcome to my channel. Before my screen this morning is Bishop Laura. Bishop Laura is a national recognized pastor. Bishop Laura is the pastor of End Time Age Deliverance Ministry. At this particular podcast, Bishop Laura made mention of Kobe Bryant. Bishop Laura said at this particular podcast that Kobe Bryant was assassinated, while the US government said that Kobe Bryant was not assassinated, that this is
some
purely
Greek
an airplane crash. But on this particular podcast, Bishop Laura has many reasons and so many evidence towards this particular issue. Let's sit back and relax and see how Bishop Laura do justice to this particular topic and more of other particular issues that he raised and addressed in this particular podcast. Let's watch and see. Wonderful viewers, do not forget to
Roman,
like,
Portuguese,
share,
German, or Dutch family. So simply, we've been lied to.
Correct.
And so the Boule Secret Society, so as we kind of amalgamate the two to one, the ancient Boule Secret Society, their logo, Apollo, is very interesting. A half male, half female, which represents the sexual disorientation of the Boule, okay, in promoting the LGBTQ community to this day. So a half male, half female with breasts and half lion with this left paw on a skull. That's the ancient Boule logo going back 5,000 years. Now, the present day logo is the same entity, but its right paw is on what we call an urn, U-R-N, which they keep the ashes of dead people. So when you connect the term skull urn or urn skull to your listeners on Google Images, it's connected to Luciferian witchcraft. It's connected to witches and warlocks wearing necklaces around their neck or around their wrists or ankles with the ashes of their dead loved ones. So when we study the life of Kobe Bryant, who eventually became a member of both the Thelema Secret Society and the Theosophical Secret Society, and also Kobe... Thelema, yes. Lester Crowley, yes. In the Theosophical Secret Society, right, with Elena Blavatsky out of Germany, who immigrated to New York City in the early part of the 1900s. And so Kobe Bryant, prior to his rape case, was not a member of any secret society. Not the Thelema Secret Society, not the Theosophical Secret Society. And Kobe later on, we'll bring this up later, after his rape case in June of 2003 in Eagle, Colorado, Edwards, Colorado. All of a sudden, he gets all these tattoos, and he's a member of both the Thelema Secret Society and the Theosophical Secret Society, including the Boule Secret Society. Okay, he was a Prince Hall Mason. So to your listeners, when you delve into the history or the origination of the Prince Hall Masonic Order that I'll go into depth later on, you cannot be a Boule unless you are a Prince Hall Mason. So going back to this background of the Boule Secret Society, in order to understand the foreground as to why Kobe Bryant was unalive and taken out. So the Boule Secret Society's original logo, going back 5,000 years, half male, half female, half lion with this left paw on a skull. The present day logo of the Boule Secret Society, which they are now headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, is the same entity, but with its right paw on an urn. So when you connect the words skull urn or urn skull, it represents that the Boule Secret Society, their task is to be the gatekeepers of Black America in the Black diaspora. And there's over 150 chapters of the Boule Secret Society throughout the United States, throughout the Caribbean, throughout Eastern, Central, and Western Europe. They have absolutely, Brother Apollo, no connection to the masses of the Black diaspora, either here or throughout the world. So to amalgamate, where we go from the past now to the present, May 15th, 1904, it gets deeper, with Rockefeller money from John D. Rockefeller. And as a quick side note, it was John D. Rockefeller who gave his best friend, a man by the name of Cecil B. DeMille, a $100,000 check. Now, Cecil B. DeMille, the former Hollywood director, the late Cecil B. DeMille, who had a relationship with Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood. Okay, so John D. Rockefeller gave $100,000 first to Julius Rosenwald, the founder of the Sears Roebuck Company, and later through Rosenwald gave that money to Cecil B. DeMille to give to his mistress, Margaret Sanger. And so to our listeners, you have to understand about the history of Margaret Sanger. She was a straight up racist, okay, who was sleeping with a 16-year-old girl at the time, right shortly before her death. Her name was Emma Goldman. Now, Emma Goldman wanted to overthrow the United States of America, and that's another topic for another day. So what I'm doing is laying the foundation, not just for Kobe Bryant, a Luciferian project completed, but been lied to. For the past 6,000 years, there have been manipulators whose sole intent was to manipulate the manipulated to remain manipulated. So we've been lied to. So the ancient foundation of the Boule Secret Society now serves as the foundation for the present Boule Secret Society. So you talk about Barack Obama, Jay-Z, who I call Gay-Z, P. Diddy, all of these people, even Louis Farrakhan is a member of Omega Sci-Fi. Now, what I just said, that's really a shock in the minds of a lot of Black people in this country and around the world. Louis Farrakhan is Boule.
Nation of Islam.
That's right, of the Nation of Islam. Now, as a quick side note to the Nation of Islam, and we'll go into them deeper because it has a powerful interconnection, both with the Boule and to the death of Kobe Bryant. The Nation of Islam was founded not by a Black man, but by a white British man, okay, whose parents were born in British India. When I say British India, at the time when the British Empire had colonized India, okay, many, many decades ago. So this young man, born in New Zealand, immigrated to New Jersey, okay, who they call Master Farah Muhammad, okay, a false messiah. That's Farrakhan's God. But he was born Wally Dard Ford or Wallace Ford. Now, according to the FBI,
Indeed, my wonderful viewers, you must agree with me that this postcard is really, really interesting. A one that you do not need to miss out. Is full of packages of top, deep secrets. Let's continue as Bishop Laura exposes deep secrets both at Muslim and at Christian, at America beyond.
Farrakhan's God has over 1,000 different aliases.
Wow.
He moves to New Jersey, joins the Moorish Science Temple of America with Noble Drew Ali. Then the Moorish Science Temple of America moves to Chicago, and Farrakhan's God, Wallace Dart Ford, goes to Los Angeles here and works in a restaurant, murders a man, ends up in San Quentin. This is the founder of the Nation of Islam. Moves to Portland, Oregon, and then eventually moves back to Chicago to join the Moorish Science Temple of America with Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali gets set up by the Chicago BD for murder, and then he gives his congregation over to this young white New Zealander who is Farrakhan's God, whom they call Master Farah Muhammad, whose real name is Wallace Dot Ford. And then Noble Drew Ali ends up getting murdered, which forces Wallace Dart Ford to run to Detroit, Michigan in 1933. This is all a part of the Boule Sikh Society. I'm going to come back to the Nation of Islam later as to why Kobe is connected to this later, but also the death of Malcolm X. So the immaculate deception of history starts with the Boule Sikh Society. So in order to be a part of the Boule, you have to be chosen. And so when we get back to John D. Rockefeller giving $100,000 to one of his best friends, Julius Rosenwald, who was the creator of the Sears Roebuck Company. Now, as a quick side note, Julius Rosenwald created 5,000 Rosenwald schools in the South, black schools, and every black university throughout the South was not created by black folk. Black folk did not have that type of money, Brother Apollo. So Julius Rosenwald.
This is indeed great revolution. My God, so happy to come across this wonderful, informative podcast. And I'm glad to bring it up to the channel. And we'll be happy that my fans here will be knowledge this informative podcast.
His best friend, John D. Rockefeller, who then was married to a proponent of black eugenics, a woman by the name of Laura Spelman. So Laura Spelman was the creator of what is called today Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia. The all-black female college in this. These ley lines are deep. So Laura Spelman, a major proponent of black eugenics, a major proponent of black depopulation, also contributed hundreds of thousands of dollars to Cecil B. DeMille, who was sleeping with Margaret Sanger, as well as W.C. Fields sleeping with Margaret Sanger. Two of the three children of Margaret Sanger did not belong to her husband. One child belonged to Cecil B. DeMille, the other child belonged to W.C. Fields. To the average person, this is mind-blowing. So one of my favorite sayings I love to share with people, knowing enough about a subject to think you're right, but not enough about the subject to know you're wrong. In other words, and I thank God for this powerful platform, because even white America must know who the Boules are. So the Boule Sikh Society, when you talk about esotericism, when you talk about Luciferian rites, so the Boule Sikh Society, even Kamala Harris is a Boule, Barack Obama, Eric Holder, any black person of any political or financial power are members of the Boule Sikh Society. So the Boules today have over 5,000 members in and around 150 chapters around the world. So one of my favorite political authors, a man by the name of Dr. Andrew Hackett, he wrote a book some years ago, Two Nations, Separate, Hostile, Unequal. He said we have a black middle class, but it only exists at the sufferance or the mercy of white America. We decide of which how many of you are too many. So Dr. Hacker goes on to say in that book, we pick Powell, we pick Cosby, we pick Kobe, and later we pick Nipsey Hussle. If any of these men want to leave the crab barrel, they would simply be taken out. And it sounds like a Hollywood conspiracy movie, but the Boulets are vicious. If you remember, the president of South Africa, I believe, was at the White House yesterday or the day before. President Cyril Ramaphosa, who is a communist. And the reason why South Africa, quickly as a side note, is in the mess that she's in is because of this communistic, socialistic, fascist entity called the ANC. But that's another topic for another day. So the Boulets had recruited Kobe Bryant prior to his rape case. Now, the question remains to be answered. Why was Kobe Bryant a target? Now, Kobe Bryant was scheduled to have his knee worked on in June of 2003, okay, in Edwards, Colorado, all right? His doctor, Dr. Richard Stedman, was his knee doctor. Dr. Richard Stedman is a member, okay, also of many of these secret societies of Phi Beta Kappa. Wait a minute now. So Phi Beta Kappa is the educational and the legal arm of the deep state, while Kappa Beta Phi is the Wall Street faction. So Dr. Richard Stedman was chosen by the late Dr. Jerry Buss, the owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, which I don't understand to this day, Brother Apollo. Why not? Why would you all just send your employee to another state?
Correct.
To have his knee worked on, and there's no knee doctors here in Los Angeles County. And so Kobe could not be controlled by the system. And so when you look at even people like Shannon Sharp, if you're out of control, they will simply set you up. And so these things happen because Kobe, including Shannon Sharp, they don't have the Holy Spirit. You know, they don't have discernment to differentiate between a lie and that which is the truth. So Kobe Bryant got caught up in a conspiracy. So Dr. Richard Stedman, who's retired now, worked on Kobe's knee. But Dr. Richard Stedman instructed Kobe to go to Eagle, Colorado, and stay in a hotel. He meets this young woman by the name of Caitlin Faber. Caitlin Faber's parents are Phi Beta Kappa. So wait a minute now. So Kobe Bryant goes to Colorado, gets his knee worked on through Dr. Richard Stedman, who's Phi Beta Kappa, while Kappa Beta Phi is the Wall Street faction, sends him to Eagle, Colorado, okay, at the Cordelia Hotel that at the time was owned by the Prisker family out of Chicago, whose governor is Jay Prisker. And I'm not blaming him for anything. And the Prisker family used to own the Mormon group, capital M-A-R-M-O-N, that in 1953 was named as the Colson Group, capital C-O-S-O-N, which was later changed to capital C-O-U-L-S-O-N, and later changed to the Mormon Group. Now, somebody may say, well, Bishop, what does the Mormon Group have anything to do with Kobe? The Mormon Group previously owned the Sikorsky 76B helicopter that Kobe Bryant died on. Jay Prisker.
All right, my wonderful family, wonderful viewers, I'm cutting it here to drop my own humble opinion, my reactions, and my commentary according to YouTube policy and fair use. Please, this is all my own reaction. Like I said, internet space is a broad space. you and I have been able to get more of deeper revelations and expositions of what we might have not known. For me, everything that Bishop Laura was outlining and explaining and exposing on this podcast, this was my first time to come across all these informations. However, I do my own things my own way to carry out my own research. And to you, my wonderful viewers, my own opinion is that you might have come across this before now, or this might also be your first time of coming across this expository, deeper information and revelations about all this that have been mentioned and enlisted by Bishop Laura. I also plead with you, implored you to also go out there, carry out your own research, and get to know the truth of everything. Mind you, not disputing Bishop Laura, and I will never dispute his speech either. All I'm just saying that to you, my listener, my wonderful viewers, it's noteworthy for you to do out your own research. Please also do not forget, this is the only way you can support me on this particular mission. Help me on this my channel, Faith React. This only channel I have. Help me in sharing this message. Help me in liking this message. At the comment section, do not forget to air your own opinion. Let's meet at the comment section again to share together ideas, to share together your own idea and my own idea. Let's grow together. Let's learn together. Once again, I really appreciate you for stopping by. If you have not subscribed yet, please do not hesitate to do so. If you have not shared this podcast, please do not hesitate also to do so. Sharing it, subscribing is only way you can use to support me. I need your support as I dig deep in getting you vital, informative, and educative contents like this. See you in our continuation of this wonderful podcast. See you in our next post. Do not forget to share with friends and well wishers. Thank you once again. Remain blessed and remain focused and keep on learning and learning because we never stop learning. Life every day, we learn every day. Welcome once again to my channel. Thank you.